The next person I want to introduce you to is Dan Zatofsky. Now, Dan this is his first cruise with us. How many of you met Dan already? Yeah, awesome guy. This is his first cruise with us, and he's our #1 group leader. Is that amazing? That's incredible, right? I just think, what an awesome dude. And he has been so helpful. He's helped me out over the last half a year leading up to the event. I throw this out there, looking for this, looking for that. He said, I got it, I got you, I got this. Just such an awesome guy. And how many of you would agree that you get what you give? Absolutely. You get more. You get more. That's how it works. It's the law of reciprocity. So also, we've been talking a lot about investments. Have you seen a lot of interesting, cool investments? Yeah, absolutely. And we found last year, we polled our people, and what we found is what they were most interested in were alternative investments, things that were non-correlated, things that were different, that were unique. They didn't want everyday investments. They were looking to diversify their portfolio. Dan does something really interesting. They are buying, they are developing properties in Roatán. Who's been to Roatán? I've never been to Roatán. I think it's so cool. I want to learn about this. So please welcome Dan Zatofsky. All right.
Magical. What's up? Wow. I guess the good thing is the lights are in my eyes, so I can't do those imagination tricks. Once again, I just want to this is my first cruise. I travel around the world. I speak around the world. I've done a lot of keynotes now, and I've been to a lot of events. And without you even being here, Daven, I've talked to people. I said, this is probably one of the best events I've been at. And so give you a round of applause, please.
Thank you, amigo. Much appreciated.
I'm truly honored and blessed and humbled that we have a large group here ourselves. And because they trusted what I said, and it's exceeded my expectations by leaps and bounds. And I don't just say that. I can't wait to see what we do from here going on. And in 15 years, we'll be those 15-year amigos, right?
I can't wait.
So anyway, I'm Dan Zatofsky. I've been in the business 35 years. I can't even believe I'm saying 35 years now, real estate investing. I've probably done every form of real estate investing you could do. And I've done things from your normal wholesalers, your fix and flippers, rental properties, multifamilies, hotels, syndications, and raised a tremendous amount of private money, okay, for our deals. And I can tell you, I don't make any guarantees, but I've never lost a dollar for any investor. I lost my own money. So with that, you're getting 35 years of experience going through. And this is what I'm going to talk to you today is about my niche, just so you understand, my niche. Who here is looking for passive wealth? Every hand should be up, probably. That is my true niche. What I'm talking to you here about today is a little bit different how I do it. So I raise capital, private money. Anyone here, private investors? I raise capital to buy distressed debt from the banks. So I deal with asset managers with thousands and thousands of properties and mortgage notes that I get to buy. Pretty cool, right? You're not paying your mortgage, I get to buy it. Right? They don't want to be the big bear wolf I could be. So my mission statement is always I give people a second chance ownership while making income doing so. And why do I do it? Because it allows me to be abundant. All right? So just because I was in one asset class doesn't mean I stay there. My genius zone, everyone has a genius zone, right? My genius zone is really finding great emerging markets before everybody else does. Building a team, top-notch team across the world where everyone has these problems. That's my genius zone. That's what I'm really good at. And I lead by example. And that's the reason why I was able to bring this many people on the cruise the first time. Because they didn't know what they were getting involved in. They're like, if you're there, I'm there. It's building the relationship, right? People, they have to know you, like you, and trust you, correct? So that's what we do. And this is recent. I started investing in Roatán. Let me tell you a story first before I get in there, because it might hit home with some of you guys, girls. About 5 years ago, I started hearing about Roatán investments. All right, and I know this room is pretty good because a lot of you guys, Puerto Rico's not another country, but a lot of you guys just went and invested in Puerto Rico and got comfortable being uncomfortable, right? That's what entrepreneurs do, get comfortable being uncomfortable. So I heard about it about 5 years ago, and right away I was like, there's no way in heck I'm going outside the United States. No way. I don't trust the government. There's crime. I don't know how to build teams of people out there. I don't know what I'm getting involved in. I can't put my investor capital there. I can't put my capital there. All the reasons, all the excuses. We've heard these before, right? Yes? Yes? If you haven't heard them, I'm in the wrong room. Man, I'm ready to give them to you now. So I'm a due diligence freak. Basically about 2 years of due diligence on this island. Everything from what is the government like? What's going on there? What is all the infrastructure in this area? Is it theory? They're talking about putting in roadways and utilities, and all these cruise ships are going to come there, and all these big, beautiful resorts are coming, right? We've heard these things before, right? Because there's never a pro forma you don't fall in love with. Who here has got up and raised money and said, I have the worst deal in the world, lend me money? Right? Have you ever met somebody that tells you they have the worst deal in the world? So I'm a trust but verify. I tell people trust and verify me. Don't believe a word I say, I could be lying to you. Verify who I am. You should verify anyone you do business with. You should background check anyone you do business with. You should make sure what they say is true. And I pour into that over and over again. So I'm just going to tell you a story and go through this. That was about 5 years or 2 years of due diligence. An investor friend of mine kept saying, Dan, you got to get out here. You got to get out here. You got to get out here. And I just didn't want to do anything. And then one day, a couple of years ago, I don't know, 3 years ago, I was speaking in Anaheim. And the developer happened to come out. I didn't know. I was speaking. I was one of the keynote speakers. And he sat with me for about 3 hours. And man, I beat him up. Who here has been through my due diligence getting beat up? Raise your hand. I know people have. Raise your hand. I'm not easy. I'm a due diligence freak. Okay, so people know when I tell them about a deal, if I'm doing it, they're jumping in. If I'm going on a cruise, they're going on a cruise. And I'll tell you this, I've probably told 60 to 70% of people this is not the right fit for them. I've told people this is not the place for you, right? So I was, in our family, in my inner circle, they know that they're here for a reason. It's the right place for them, and they're loving it. So that's kudos to Daven, and kudos to Captain Lou, and kudos to everybody in this room doing stuff. So we wound up going, I told him, I said, if I like what you're saying, I beat you up, I'm taking my wife out there. If she likes it, and I like it, and I'm okay with it, and I get to feel good about it, then we'll start investing. We were there half a day. We went around. I got to meet the mayor, the vice mayor, the next mayor, the ex-governor. I got to meet the whole team. I got to see all the resorts going on. Half a day, we're going through videos and going through plans. My wife's sitting right here, turns to me, she says, buy every effing thing he has. I don't really like to curse though. Buy everything he has. From the point of going there, she didn't want me wearing a rubber watch at my wedding ring because she thought I was going to get robbed. Why? Because that's what society tells you, right? Honduras is bad. It's terrible. You're going to get killed there. I'll tell you what, Roatán is part of Honduras. It's its own island. If you commit a crime there, you are shipped off the island for life. You can never get back on. In fact, they shipped a prior governor, they shipped him off the island for a drug crime. The government there is so strong and so good and so non-corrupt. Their answer to me is, we're going to roll out the red carpet if you're not the red tape. We get permits done immediately. All right, immediately. We went into permit, and my developer is here with us. He came, I'm honored. He's there, Scott. He got to talk to so many people. Doesn't need to be here. Owns a couple $100 million in land out there and has been building for the last 10 years. And you can talk to him and see what it's about. And they're so strict out there because they want to protect their island. And I'm going to go through some of the things going on there. And I think you have about another year and a half left. It's already gone up about 4 times since I bought it. Buying lots. So the friend I told you about was buying lots for about $35,000. Since I bought them in bulk, I bought them for $75,000. Those same lots today, I could sell for $200,000 to $450,000 just on the lot, right? Now, are you the type of people to wait until it hits top and say, well, I got to get in now? Well, you know what? I'm lucky, right? I'm lucky. Dan, you got so lucky. Yeah, I got lucky because I'm willing to take the risk that other people aren't willing to take once I do the due diligence and take advantage of it. So let me show you some of the things. Hopefully I can get this going. It's a pretty good picture, right? We see, guys, that water's not even fake. That's really how it looks. I'm going to tell you what. All right. I went through a lot of this. It's not about me, guys. It's really not about me. It's about you, what we can do for you, right? I don't need to brag on myself. But I have been awarded a Best Educator on raising private money by the National Radio Association 3 years in a row. I have my best-selling book, Passive to Prosperous. That's got me on a lot of stages, Passive Income to a Prosperous Life. I have raised well over $30 million, probably closer to 40-something million at this point, and used it in $400 million of velocity. That means I raise money, I give it back, they give it back to me, I give it back, they give it back to me. I only have about 41 active investors, that's it. That's saying something, right? I don't need hundreds, I need good people, good family. So why I love the cruise as well is I don't need thousands of people. I need a good group of people I could go deep with, like my inner circle here, that we could do relationships, we could help each other out, we could do deals together. Somebody I could trust, that lives by abundance. That's my number one core value is abundance, okay? One of the best accomplishments I have, I always say, I wouldn't be anything without my wife, who's been through a lot with me. So she's sitting right here, so thank you, dear. Yeah, I was Navy guy, New York City police officer, owned multiple businesses. Not easy to be married to somebody like me. Actually, close your ears. Not easy to be married to somebody. I am great. I am great. You should be married to someone like me. And what I got to do now is I live by abundance. Number one core value. I have 21 core values in my family and my business. Number one is abundance. Every ancillary dollar, you just heard it before about Puerto Rico. Every ancillary dollar I make outside of my business goes to a donation charity of my choice. I've done things like Make-A-Wish Foundation at a high level, put on the movie Wishman. I was the executive producer of that for the founder of Make-A-Wish Foundation. Operation Underground, rescuing child sex slavery. Andrew McDonough, Be Positive Foundation for Cancer. And now it's Chair to Love, trying to get, my vision is 10,000 wheelchairs by December 2027, right? So that's why I do what I do. People are like, when is enough? It's never enough because I can't change the world. I'll never finish changing the world, but I can make my mark on it. So let's go through where we were at, just so you know, you can write it down. Look up Camp Bay Beach. Okay, Camp Bay Beach is one of the top 10 beaches in the world. Right now, it just got written up as the #1 cruise destination in Central America. #1. Have you guys been there? Have you heard of it? No, it's the #1 cruise destination in the world. Population, we have about 1.9 million cruisers a year go to Camp Bay now. From 100,000, I think at 2,000. They're just building their 3rd cruise terminal there, their 3rd. The biggest cruise ship in the world goes there, Icon of the Seas. Has anyone been on that? They got the biggest cruise ship in the world going there. So we're in Camp Bay Estates. So I refer to, who's here from California? You got Californians here? Yeah. I refer to the west side of Roatán as like the Hollywood. And on the west side, and the east side of Roatán is like Beverly Hills. It's high-end, upscale, restaurants, spas, coffee shops, 5-star properties, overlooking one of the nicest beaches in the world. Camp Bay is also known for 2nd best reef in the world behind the Great Barrier Reef. It's where I got scuba certified, so I'm spoiled. It's hard for me to scuba dive anywhere else, right? Scuba diving, kite surfing, world-class fishing, okay? We have all the athletes and stars going there. Okay, so Camp Bay condos. So what happened is we own a lot. I own a decent amount of lots. My brother out here, Scott, he owns mountains, and he's not opening them up. It's literally, we control the supply. So we only open up a few at a time. And every time we sell a couple, we raise it $50,000 to $100,000, and we get it. This is not public. We didn't put this out public. The only people who have bought anything from me is friends and family. I don't want to put it out public. I don't need to, because I'm not selling a lot. I'm only right now, and I'll tell you what I'm doing. We're doing condos right now. One of the lots we have in one of the biggest, the most expensive communities in Camp Bay, where houses go from about $1.6 million to $4 million right now. We had land there, and the government needs bedrooms. Bedrooms bring tour guides. Bedrooms bring cruise ships. Bedrooms bring the Marriott and the Hilton to build their hotel. It's already done. It's already ready. It's already signed the contract. So they came to us and said, we're cool with you. Instead of building houses in the whole mountain, we're going to, permits instantly. We're going to give you permits so you can build your condos. You can build your hotels. So the price we charge for a condo, and I'll go over that just as pre-sale pricing, we charge for a condo, is what you generally could buy just a lot for. And I'll tell you why we do that and why you have the opportunity to, if it's a fit. We only have a few left. If it's a fit, we might be able to do something with you. Okay? So our condos right now, imagine waking up. You were just in, where were we at? Curacao. Imagine waking up on the top of the mountain, looking down and seeing that water every day. Imagine putting something like that in California or Aruba. What do you think it would be worth? Right now, so what I'm doing is we're building 12 condos right now, and then we're building the next 12. We already have like 6 of them sold, and I keep one penthouse everywhere I do something, okay? It's, in the first 12, it's a pre-sale, and I'm gonna explain to you what we're doing. It's 2 or 3 bedroom condo. I'm basically just pulling the money out to build the next one. I'm not worried about making money on the first set of condos. So the first opportunity, you're getting all the equity up front. So we have comps where condos are going for $600,000 and up, not in the Camp Bay area, not as nice as what we're building, and they're getting it. So we're almost giving these away, the first 12, okay? Each unit is 1,191 to 1,342 square feet. You can do a 2 or a 3 bedroom, it's up to you. We don't charge extra for that, okay? These are 5-star condos, rooftop pool, balconies overlooking Camp Bay Beach and waters. In the community, you have a pool, you have a swim-up bar, you have a restaurant, there's a hotel, and you have multi-million-dollar houses in that community. And that's right where we're putting these condos in Camp Bay. It's the most sought-after community out there. Okay, we're doing all modern designs and quality finishes. I'll show you here. So here's an example, just quick pictures. Those are the houses at the top of the mountain. Those are the couple $1 million houses up there. You can see we just friends and family, we sold out 5 already. And the others, E6, E5, E4, from D's to F are not for sale yet. When A's, B's, and C's sell out from 300 to 550,000, imagine a penthouse, 550,000. When they sell out, the next set's gonna go from about 450 to 7 and change. Same exact condos. That's why we're doing this. I'm gonna go a little faster here. Hold on 1 second. I just want to show you what's going on here on the island. Come on. Okay, we're selling these right now. With seller financing, we raised the price 10% instead of 300 to 500, it's 330 to 550. We could seller finance these condos with 50% down for a 10-year note. But we have to talk one-on-one. I'm not selling it from stage, you gotta get me one-on-one, see if it's a fit. 10-year amortizations, taxes are extremely low. $600 to $1,000. Insurance is about $600. No HOA, just a maintenance fee of $150 for us to maintain the grounds and the rooftop pool and pull-up and all that. Let me go here. Okay, you can just see here comps. There's active, probably one of the best rental areas I've ever been for short-term rentals. From December to May, you cannot get a place. Hotel rooms charge $800 to $2,000 a night there. Okay. So if you just do your numbers on 180 days, your yields are already going to be in a high 20%, plus you're walking into equity, plus you're going to walk into appreciation. And let me just keep talking about what's going on there. Here's some other projects that's going on, other mountains. These are houses, okay? 2025, who heard of Margaritaville? Wow. All-inclusive resort is opening this year. Michael Douglas is building his resort there this year. He lives on the island full-time. Okay, David Hasselhoff. Messier just bought land out there. So who knows Messier, the soccer player, just bought land out there? This is the new Palm Springs of the Caribbean. It's already ranked as the top place in Central America to visit. Okay, the most cruisers go there. This is all public knowledge. Okay, National Geographic, best of the world. Hotel there, Kimpton, that's $800 to $2,000 a night. We're doing our condos, higher end than those, and you own it. So not only you go visit with your family, you could also rent it. I'm giving you real conservative numbers, $300 to $500 a night, but when you have the kid that's charging $800 to $2,000 a night for a hotel, not a condo, do your numbers, okay? Time Magazine ranked as the world's greatest places of 2023. These are publications. This is not Dan Zatofsky saying this because I wouldn't trust me either. You got to trust and verify, right? And I'm not even telling you I'm gonna be able to get you one, but if you don't get in the next 6, obviously I'm gonna go quick. There's 2 ports and the other one's being built now. Cruise ship ports. So is it unsafe and all the cruise ships are going there? Is it unsafe and Margaritaville's going there? Is it unsafe and the Hilton's going there? Unsafe and Marriott's going there? Unsafe and Kimpton? Is it really unsafe? It's one of the safest places in Central America. And in fact, America is more unsafe than Roatán. That's not a joke. America's stats are more unsafe than Roatán. So it's just ignorance when people say that. Okay, some of the things you can do, that's the Camp A. That on the top right, that's Camp A. That's the hotel room with the pool. World-class scuba diving, world-class kite surfing. We have the second best reef in the world, okay, behind the Great Barrier Reef of Australia, okay? They protect the coral there. We're also on top of a mountain, so the water flows down. So we're pretty much protected from any hurricanes that come through, okay? Come on. All right, it might take me a minute to get this next slide. There you go, there's Michael Douglas, there's Messier. You guys have heard of them too? There's a lot more. And there's actually some I can't even tell you. Hold on, okay. There's the new mayor. Oh, all right. Oh, the other thing is, all the airlines going there. In fact, Alaska is putting money in to extend the airport to come from California. So every day there's flights coming in from your major airlines over there. Okay? I know direct from like Miami, from Houston, there's a couple other places to get there. Guys, scan my code. If you have any questions, get with me either here or afterwards. I'll explain to you more. Just don't hold me to these prices, because I'll tell you every time we sell 2, we raise a $50,000. That's not a joke, and it's not a sales pitch. We haven't put it up publicly yet. And once these last 6 are sold, the next ones go 175,000 up more, and then after that, we're going from 800,000 to 2 million. So once again, Captain Lou and Daven, man, you put on such an amazing event. I can't thank you enough for myself and the group that I was able to bring with us. And I'm looking forward to next year already. So thank you so much, guys.
Fantastic, Dan. We really appreciate your support, my friend.